Sodium benzoate by Alicia Malik. What is sodium benzoate? Sodium benzoate is the sodium salt of benzoic corrosive and exists in this structure when dissolved in water. Physical, chemical properties. Molecular formula, C7H5NaO2 or C6H5Cuna. Molecular weight, 144.103169 grams per mole. Melting point, 410 degrees. In its refined structure, sodium benzoate is a white, unscented exacerbate that has a sweet, astringent taste, and is dissoluble in water. Sodium benzoate has antimicrobial qualities, and is ordinarily utilized as an additive as a part of sustenance items. Where can we find it? Kool-Aid, Sunkist, Minute Maid, Mount Olive, Nutri-Grain, cereal bars, Sprite, Fanta. Fireworks. Benefits. It is particularly used to save acidic sustenance and refreshments, for example, pickles, plate of mixed greens dressings, organic product juices, and soda pops. Builds memory and is a psychological enhancer, by expanding long-term potentiation, LTP, and synaptic versatility, R. The component is by means of NMDA initiation, R. Expands development components in the mind, for example, BDNF and neurotrophin 3 by means of Krebs initiation, R. Treatment for schizophrenia, R. Alzheimer's, R. Bipolar, R. Depression, R. ALS, R. Parkinson's, R. Anxiety, R. Dementia, R. Via NMDA activation. Diminishes cholesterol the same amount of as a few statins, R. The pathway that expands cholesterol union is characteristically incendiary, which is the reason statins are viewed as capable calming drugs. The cholesterol itself isn't provocative, rather, chemicals in the pathway are. Environmental problems. The hotter the place of the assembling area, the more dynamic sodium benzoate is. When it is aggregated into the air, it is observed to be steady, be that as it may. In nourishment, it is noxious at high fixations. Likewise, amid a flame at any of sodium benzoate creating organizations, because of ignition or warm disintegration, the levels of disturbing and exceedingly poisonous gases are uncovered into the air. Water runoffs into tempest sewers and trench may bring about natural harm as it is as destructive for creatures as it is to people in extensive fixations. Sodium hydroxide postures as a combustible danger to the earth since it overwhelmingly responds with metals. This substance may likewise respond with different substances in nature, bringing on potential harm to materials with its reactivity levels. The blast is brought on by the careless treatment of sodium benzoate that is found in shriek blend in firecrackers or rocket fuel. The harm influencing biological communities upset the biodiversity of natural life because of the adjustment in environment. The abatement in species will prompt the diminishing in supportability of that biological system, affirming that the employments of sodium benzoate and ventures, similar to fuel, negatively affects nature. Human health impact. The blast is brought on by the careless treatment of sodium benzoate that is found in shriek blend in firecrackers or rocket fuel. The harm influencing biological communities upset the biodiversity of natural life because of the adjustment in environment. The abatement in species will prompt the diminishing in supportability of that biological system, affirming that the employments of sodium benzoate and ventures, similar to fuel, negatively affects nature. At the point when presented to these chemicals, it will bring about bothering the respiratory tract or may even bring about lasting harm. It is best to avoid substances once aggravation begins to happen, particularly if a blazing sensation is knowledgeable about the nose or throat. It might likewise bring about conceivable harm and disturbance to the eye. Moreover, sodium hydroxide causes disjoint consumption to any tissue in contact with this substance. Consult with a family doctor quickly if these side effects happen. Alternatives. They're in a certain amount that every person should use. Consult your doctor about it, since it is dependent on your weight only in pills. Buy less. Daily life produces with sodium benzoate. Antimicrobial compounds is a great alternative, more expensive.
Created using Powtoon.